Hello, 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 hello. It is 10 o'clock a.m. PST here in America, so check your clocks. If it's past 10 a.m. PST, you're catching the replay. I am parched. So, when you come in, let me know you're watching. Say, hey girl, hey. Let me know where you're calling from. Let's light up this dragon's blood to send the prayers to the heavens, I suppose. Pink. I love the color. I wish I loved the color pink. You know, I'm gay, but I do not like the color pink. I wish I loved it more. Compassion. You know, unconditional love, I suppose. That whole give and take kind of love. Good morning, Erica Vale Brown. I'm getting off. If you're available, I'm getting off Facebook Live to talk to your butt right now. We need to have a conversation. You don't understand, girl. You have been coming up so much, not only in my work with the people, not only in the work with the individual people, but the work that we're putting out there in. Girl, it's time. Something wicked this way comes. Remember last time I was watching Facebook Live last year that we did. Sorry for everybody who's coming in. I just saw Erica Vale Brown and it needs to be talked about now. But remember last year we were talking about all these things that we were going to do, and then, you know, all that stuff with the cosmos. People were getting laid off. People were getting fired. People were getting divorced. And it's like, oh my gosh, does this stuff ever stop? And so much. Girl, so much tea to be served, darling. And what does my sister say? She says, the tea is served just the way I like it. Bitter. So let's see who's in here. Let's see. Hello, April. Hello, Anne-Marie LaFasia. Hey, Riz. Oh, my sister's in here. It's a good thing I didn't talk too much mess about my sister. Hello, Aubrey. I have not forgotten I have to call you back. Yes, you do. I'm glad, Miss Riz. We can chat after this. Oh, good. I don't like your background, but I don't like your face. So now we're even. It's all coming together now. Yeah, it's all coming together piece by piece. You don't really realize what you're doing while you're doing it. You think sometimes, I know especially for myself, it's kind of like, what the F are you doing? What are you doing? And a lot of the time the ego is kind of like, not only what are you doing, it's like, who do you think you are to do that? Psh. And then, you know, the ego is always trying to make you live this stupid small lie so that way you can't grow, right? And so, but I work through my spirit, darling. So my spirit's like, oh, you don't know who I am? Let me explain to you who I am, okay? I am the child of the most highest of all. And I am Jack. How about that? But then again, we don't go too much into self there either. Stop taking my lines. Haha, love you, bye. Okay, good. Get back to work. Gina Marie. Hello, Gina Marie. I have 4 kiddos running around forcing me to pay attention to them, aka adulting. Well, go do your thing. Go do your thing. Compassion. I love... You know what? Yesterday, I was going to come here and talk about something totally different, but I think that I want to talk about compassion and love. So... yesterday I was actually, here are my notes, actually, look at perfect, here are my notes. I was watching Ty yesterday on Oprah's Super Soul Sessions, and I really enjoyed his talk. If you guys haven't seen that one, go watch Ty. And one thing I took from there is, let me see. I took lots of notes. So, well, Living Buddha, Living Christ was a good book. Dwelling peacefully in the present moment and respond to events with compassion. But that's not what I wanted to share. I wanted to share the deep listening. Oh, here it is. So deep listening is AKA compassionate listening. So, and I think we all have to do this. I think every single person in this, especially this time-space reality right now, lots of stuff is going on in the cosmos. Lots of stuff. We have that solar eclipse coming up, and Lord knows once that I mean, look what's happening now. Look what's happening now. Everybody, people around you are going crazy. People around you are ready for a rebirth. People around you are ready to tap into their truest, highest power. They're ready to tap into their fullest potential. It all goes, it's a cycle that gets repeated over and over and over. Infinity Flowers, you have lots of compassion and love, Chica. One of the many reasons you're special. Wow. Well, I'm glad that you think so. Actually, you know, that's really cool. Coming from one of my closest friends. Lots of people, especially myself, think that I'm a bitch. Please forgive me. But we always put myself in that box, and we always, you know, throw shade and we always throw digs. But I think in actual reality, I'm a sister of mercy. You know, I have the power to do things to people. I have the power to cut people up into a million tiny pieces, and I don't, because there's so much. I think the ego does that a lot to people, their own selves, and I think that's why I do give compassion, because I know that I don't need to tear you apart more than your ego already has, and I don't need to be mean to you more than your ego already has. I think what we do is we deep listen. Compassionate listening. So it's the kind of listening that can help relieve the suffering of another person. You listen with only one purpose: help them to empty their heart. And if you remember that you are helping them to suffer less, even if they are speaking from a perception of bitterness, you know that listening like that, with the compassion, you give them a chance to suffer less. And I thought this was really beautiful, especially someone like me. When people come to me with their problems, I'm like, oh, you got a problem? I got a solution. When people come to me and, you know, talk in my ear over and over and over, same melody, different tune, it's more like, oh, I've heard that melody, I've heard that tune, now here's a few lyrics for you to help you. But in reality, we don't need to do any of that. We just need to, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so shut the heck up and listen. It's the easiest thing to do for your fellow man, for your fellow flawed human brother or sister, right? I think there is no more giving and receiving. There's just one perfect vortex, I suppose, of love and compassion and joy. Really, you help your brother to suffer less. I have worse sharp tongue and poison pen, and my biggest rival is me. Girl, that's how we're friends, Riz. When you have... Oops, someone's calling. Am I back? Am I back? Someone's calling me. And so what he said, the conversation should start something like this. I think the conversation should be like this with every individual we come into contact with. Because remember, struggle is relative. Struggle is relative. And I've talked about that before. Diane Hockman actually taught me that. Struggle is relative. We all got struggle. You think you got struggle? Believe me, there is someone out there who has struggle too. We're all struggling. It's just the way we deal with it. And so what he said was the conversation should go, dear friends, I know that you suffer a lot. I have not understood enough of your difficulties and suffering. It's not our intention to make you suffer more. It is the opposite. So please, tell us about your suffering, your difficulties. I'm eager to learn and understand. I'm eager to learn and I'm eager to understand. When you sit down, shut up and listen to your fellow flawed human being, your fellow flawed soul, your fellow flawed spirit, you're able to learn and understand something that you cannot get from a book. You cannot get it from a webinar. You cannot get it from, please forgive me, Eric, a Reiki master. You cannot get it from anybody. You can only get it from that individual person. You can only get it from them. Their perception on life. What does Barbara Marciniak say? Perception. Everywhere, perception. Perception, beliefs. Your beliefs can limit you. And you believe that You have to be the answer to everybody's problems. You believe that you have to be this kind of therapist to everybody. You believe that you have to have all the answers for everybody. And guess what? You don't. You don't. The answers lie dormant within every single individual. So if you're going to be a teacher, understand that they do not need you. Take the word need out of your vocabulary, because need comes with ego. They don't need you. I even told Eric one time, I said, Eric, they all think that you're their savior, and you're not. And they're going to lean on you, because the soul always wants to lean on something. I talked about that in summer school. The soul always is going to lean on something, whether it's their own self, whether it's a God, whether it is a deity, whether it is a person. They're always going to lean on something. And it's okay for people to, I suppose, lean on you when they are not strong. But to be dependent upon you as a teacher is very egotistical. You would have to give that up and understand that the only thing that they need to lean on is their own soul that dwells within them, their own highest self, which lives within them, you see. Ooh, I went on a whole different topic today. Sorry, you guys. Sorry, everybody. Hello, Toya McKay. Hello. Hello, Brittany Keller. Hey, girl. Hey. Hello, Christine. Hey, Jack. Hope to see you at convention. Oh, lots of conventions. I won't be at any conventions this year. Jennifer Going. Hey, Jennifer Going. Perception is everything. Yes, perception is everything. Even we want to be there for other people, and I think so many people are there for other people, but they have a war against themselves. And I think for because I work with lots of leaders or people who are up in the ranks, or lots of teachers, I work with these people. And I think lots of them love to teach and they love to lead. I know I do, because it's easier to take the heat off of this flame, That's why you have well, I'm not going to even go into that. But they have a war against themselves. We all have this war against ourselves, and we have these self-limiting beliefs, and we have these thoughts that come from the ego that are nothing but lies to keep us stagnant. Because here's what one must understand. Write the word down, inevitable. All right? Inevitable. Because once you make the shift change, I don't care what the shift change is. It could be a paradigm shift. It can be a thought. It could be a perception. Whatever it is, it's going to always happen. It's going to always. It's a cycle that we keep going through with every single belief system, because it is inevitable that what's going to happen is going to happen. Indeed, it is inevitable, and the ego does not like that. The ego says no change. Everything that we've done so far has gotten us here. We're like this. We're tough. We're this. We're fear-based. We have an ego we have a name to uphold. That kind of BS, it keeps you limited. But the Spirit says, get rid of that BS name that you already upholded. Get rid of all that. Get rid of that. Cut that out of there, because what you're about to do, what is about to happen once you let go of all this BS, and once you let go of all these things that you have said to yourself that is truth in this reality, in this illusion that you are calling a reality, that's what it is, in this bogus world that you call a reality, all that BS, get rid of it. Because this is inevitable. Even in this morning in A Course in Miracles, lesson 23, it says, I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. You give up those attack thoughts. And here, I'll even go further. I wish I had my glasses. The idea for today contains the only way out of fear that will ever succeed. Nothing else will work. Everything else is meaningless. But this way cannot fail. Every thought you make makes up some segment of the world you see. It is with your thoughts, then, that we must work. If your perception of the world is to be changed, if the cause of the world you see is attack thoughts, you must learn that it is these thoughts which you do not want. There is no point in lamenting the world. There is no point in trying to change the world. It is incapable of change because it is merely an effect. But there is indeed a point in changing your thoughts about the world. Here you are changing the cause. The effect will change automatically. Change your thoughts, change your life. Perception. Perception is everything. You really want to change this world? You're not going to change this world. You're not going to change this world. The only way you're going to change this world is how you change your thoughts and the way you see this world. And lots of people, they come to me, they say, I want money. I want more time. I want freedom. I want this. I want a man. I want this. I want that. I want this. I want, me, now. I say, you don't want any of that. What's the root? What is the root of what you are really desiring and really seeking? The root is written on my coffee cup. Joy. You want joy. Because once you have joy, the money comes. Once you have joy, the work comes. Once you have joy, the people come. Once you have joy, you manifest everything. You manifest tu vida, baby. You be joyful in hope. Of course, hope is for rookies. Hope is what you want to happen. And of course, we understand that we don't live life in a want, because living life in want means living life in a lack. So therefore, we know that what we are seeking is also seeking me. And we let go of the how. And we focus on our heart's desire. Why? Because my highest self knows how to make it happen. How many times have I said this? And because I let go of the how it's all going to happen, I just remain joyful. I just go and I create, because I'm just doing, and by doing is happening. Everything needed for the fulfillment of my heart's desire is lovingly and harmoniously gravitated towards me. And I accept this or something better. Because you all know this, you're ready, you're receptive, you're grateful, you know how to do deep listening, you know what you want in this world, you know what's going to happen is inevitable, you've dreamed it already, you've seen it already. If you work with me, it's in your business plan, it's in your vision. If you don't have a vision, come talk to me. Let's have a mastermind, 15 minutes, give me 15 minutes of your time. It's free. I don't know why you wouldn't. Fear, probably, lots of times. And it's not so much you're scared of talking to me or talking to Eric. It's not afraid that you're afraid of talking to us. It's that, what did Puck say? Puck said, she said, it's like Eric lifts up the carpet of all that crap that you've dusted under the rug. And Eric lifts it up, and Eric's like, oh my gosh, oh, this is interesting. Did you know you had this? You know, that's why I don't go and see Eric. That's why I don't go and work with Eric, because I know Eric's going to find something in there that I didn't even know about, that I had no idea was even there. And then my ego is kind of like, ugh, now I have to deal with this BS. But it's not so much we deal with it. It's more like, allow it to have been a part of you, but also use it to your advantage, and turning that, what you thought was a boohoo sob story, into a success story. So that way, maybe you could go help share it with somebody else, and help another person change their perception and change their thoughts on something, and use it to your advantage. If you haven't purchased the Just Jack's chat, make sure you get this link. If you want the Just Jack chat, if you want the link for this, put a number 3 in the comments so I can send you the link. My whole conversation was, it was a Just Jack chat. Please forgive me. I don't even know who I'm trying to kid. I make these cute, and I even told myself, I said, you know what? It's time you sit down and you do the work and you create something, because going on Facebook Live and just rambling is not going to work for you, Jack. And so I sat down, I created a nice little story about kindness and about growth, and I ended up talking about all this. Well, I guess compassion had to do with something. Let me see. Hello, Bree. Hello, hello. You don't want people to depend upon you to misuse their own ways to find. That's right. Hello, Ayan. Hello, hello. We don't want to find that shit. Then we are responsible for it. Excuse me. And for stiffer sweeping it away. And yeah. The great thing is, and this is why I like working with the youth, because the youth understand this. Adults don't understand this. It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. But the youth understand this. When you finally take responsibility for it all, everything, when you stop blaming other people, other things. Again, if you want the Just Jack chat, put a 3 in the comments. When you stop blaming and start understanding and taking responsibility from it, that's growth. That's growth. That's joy. You know, sorrow may last for a night. This is truth, and this is biblical, I suppose. Sorrow may last for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And believe me when I say to you, beauty is created through death. My God, beauty is created through death. Remember last time we talked about Janet Jackson? This time we will talk about Beyonce. Beyonce, when she did that one album, I was with Sam during Pride. I forgot to talk about Pride. Let's talk about Pride. How much longer? I'll keep on talking. So, we were at Pride with Sam, and of course he's playing, you know, there was something in the air that night, the stars were bright, Fernando. Cher, we saw Mamma Mia. Oh my gosh, I love Cher. Cher Fernando is my song of 2018. I play it all the time. I played it this morning. I played it last night. That is my jam. But we were playing Love on Top. Remember when Beyonce, and not the studio version of Love on Top, what was it? Was it the Grammys? The Love on Top, when Beyonce showed us all that she was going to have a baby. And we started talking about that, and Sam was like, that was a really, really good album. And I said, yeah. I said, I liked watching the YouTube video, Life is But a Dream, which I think everybody should go watch. Because when she created that album, that's the album she created when she left her father. And, you know, she had, if you guys don't know Beyonce's story, if you haven't seen it, go watch it, but she had miscarriages, you know, all kinds of stuff, perception, that people would perceive were going bad and wrong and terrible in her life, were kind of setting the tone and bringing out the emotion to give to the world with that album that she made when she went and booked the studio herself, and when she went and did everything on her own. And with something that she did that I do every night, she walked into the room where all the people were sitting down, all the business executives, and she walks to the head of the table, and she says, "Hi, I'm Beyonce. I'm the president." And I always say that because we are the presidents of our own lives, and we are the rulers of our own lives, and we have to understand that we have to take responsibility for our own lives. And if anything, if the inevitable is going to happen, then at this point, who said it the other day? I think it was Diane Hockman talking about some girl named Angel, that it's either your paycheck or your ego. Which one is it? Which one are you going to let thrive? Because if you're going to let your ego keep you from getting that paycheck, that's on you. But if you can get that paycheck, and especially if you know how to get the paycheck, especially if you know how to build profit. Oh, Jim Rohn. Go listen to Jim Rohn about profits and wages. Especially if you know how to build profit. Because profit, I think profit comes through service, and service for the greater good of all mankind. I think that's where profit really comes from. Hello, Juanga. Hello, hello. I'm not going to repeat what he wrote in the comments about the Just Jack chat. That's just terrible. Rachel Taylor. Hello, Rachel Taylor. Hello, Laura Johnson Hedrick. Hello, Don. Hello, Jessica Marie Torrens. I'm not that decorator. That's gross. Agreed. I love you, Rachel Taylor. Hello, Granny Goose. Hello, hello, hello. Nice to see you in here. Love you lots. Love you lots. Hope you're still in here. Tina Hofstetter. That's my jam. Are you talking about Love on Top? I hope you're talking about Fernando. They were shining down for you and me for liberty. Hello, Janice. Hello, hello. Fernando. Hello, Eula. Hello, Eula Hirocole. Sarah Copeland. Hey, Hunty. Hello, darling. Hello, Gunther. Gunther, when you autocorrect first started doing its thing, it wouldn't say Hunty. So when the gays would type Hey, Hunty to each other on the iPhones, it would come up Hey, Gunther. And so we call each other Hunty and Gunther now. Only the few inside, I suppose. So that's my spiel for today. That's my rant. That's my rave. Both of those songs. I love both of those songs. If you want to purchase the Just Jack Chat, put a number 3 in the comments. I know it sounds like a little desperate network marketer, but you know, we have to do what we have to do. Kill the ego. Ask for what you want. You can't get what you don't want. Closed mouths don't get fed. And I was listening to Diane Hochman, and she was talking about oh dang it, I just lost it. What was she talking about? If you ask people for money, they'll give it to you. It's true. And I would even go further with that and say, ask any bum off the street. If you ask people for money, they'll give it to you. A no is free, folks. A no is free. You know how many people have told me, no, I don't want to buy your Just Jack Chat? Well, not to my face. Usually when people try it, like usually I sell in public. It's funny because my homegirl Brittany, one time, the way she got my Just Jack Chat was I had given it to her significant other for their birthday. The squeaky wheel gets the Earl. That's right. Hello, Nana. Hello. This squeaky chair needs some Earl. My fat butt's sitting on it. The squeaky wheel gets the Earl. The way Brittany had received this was because I had given one to her significant other for his birthday. I don't celebrate birthdays. I celebrate life every day. So I don't celebrate birthdays. So if I have to go to someone's birthday party, and by the way, Rachel Taylor and Sam, I have your guys' here. I just forgot to take it with me. We ran out the door. Anywho, I'm going to have to give it to you. But when I go to a birthday party, I give a card and a little Just Jack Chat. So I gave them one. And so Brittany, the next time I saw her, she says, oh my gosh, I want some of that. Can I buy some of that off you? And I said, yeah. And we were walking down the street. It was a Sunday fun day. We were walking down the street and she was like, she said, how much are they? Hold on, someone's at my door. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. I don't know who it was. Wrong door. We closed. Jack's Bedsheet Boogie Ballroom is closed for the summer. Excuse me, I'm not taking clients. Just kidding. Don't go through my window. Anywho, so we're walking down the street for Sunday Fun Day, me and Brittany, and she says, how much are they? I said, girl, they're 2 for $5. And so she's like, okay. I said, but you know what? Just buy me a cocktail in the bar. So she just bought me a cocktail. Fast forward about, I don't know, 2-3 months later. We're in the bar again. We're in the bar, and Brittany comes in, and I'm sitting down, and I'm talking to Miss Bell. We're having a good old time, and Brittany sneaks up behind me, and she says, "Just Jack Chat." I said, "What you want, girl?" She said, "I got $5." I said, "I got 2 Just Jack Chats." She said, "One moment." She reaches in her purse. She reaches in her purse. The only two suckers you could trust. She reaches in her purse, and out comes $5. I reach in my purse. Out comes two Just Jack Chaps. We have a little transaction going on out in the bar, out in public, because she loves the Just Jack Chap. And I don't say this to, say that it's all that in a bag of chips. It speaks for itself. If you don't like it, I'm sure you know a lesbian who would love a Just Jack Chap. Lesbians love Just Jack Chap. They do. They do. And the reason I say that, I love my lesbians, by the way. The reason I say that is because when I first started making it, one of the gals at the lesbian bar, the owners, she said, I haven't seen you in a long time. And I said, yeah, girl, I've been laying low. I haven't been coming out to the bars, trying to work a lot. She said, what you working on? I said, I'm working on making my own Just Jack Chap, my chapstick. So she said, ooh, it'll sell here. Bring it to the bar. The lesbians love chapstick. And so I went and I would sell it to the lesbians. And I just, you have a product. Here's the thing. You have a product. Find out who uses the product, who needs the product. And then you ask them, would you like to buy my product? And give them the option to say yes or no. Don't shove your product down their throat. I'm not telling you that you have to buy Just Jack Chap. I'm not a buy or die queen. I'm more of I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to give you a little bit of my perception of life. And in return, I'm also going to ask you if you can buy my crap. Not crap. If you can buy the stuff that I'm promoting at the time. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Go ask. The squeaky wheel gets the Earl. All right. I love that, Jack. Celebrate life every single day. This is why I took my birthday off of Facebook. This is a celebration. Always have fun. I agree. I took my birthday off of Facebook, and recently someone called me, and she says, "Didn't you have a birthday in May?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Facebook never told me." I said, yeah, I told Facebook to keep the damn mouth shut. So the people who did call me on my birthday, they called me and we talked and we had a good old time. And I got text messages, I'm not that much of a loner. People actually remember that it is my birthday, but I'm not good with birthdays at all. At all. I'm not, because I celebrate life every day. Thanksgiving's the same way. I'm not good with Thanksgiving because I'm thankful for life and everything in my life. I'm so grateful. I wake up with a grateful heart every single morning. Every morning I do my affirmations, and every morning I write down my 10 things that I'm grateful for. I even did it this morning, my goodness. And that works. Those kind of things make you joyful. Those kind of things give you life. Those kind of things let you live the abundant life, It just comes naturally. It comes very naturally. And Halloween was the first one that I realized it was happening to me. Because when I came out of I didn't even come out of the closet. I just started wearing my drag, and I started wearing my get-up, and I started stepping into that who I know I was meant to be, that justjack.com. And even in the Buddhist Thai that I talked about earlier on Super Soul Sessions, he said, I don't know what I would do if I wasn't a Buddhist, if I wasn't a monk. I always wanted to be a monk, and I always wanted to be Jack. I always wanted to be Jack. I don't know what I'd do if I wasn't Jack. I don't know how happy I'd be. And I always wanted to just be myself, and so I started wearing makeup, and I started wearing nail varnish, and I started wearing high heels, and pretty soon, every day was Halloween to me. Every day was Halloween. And because I was doing makeup, most of my clients came during Halloween season, so by the time Halloween night came, I was exhausted. It was my day off. Because I play Halloween every day. Because I create the character I want to be every single morning. I'm not the same person I was yesterday. I'm not the same person I was yesterday. So much has changed since this morning. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the spitting image of that. So much has changed this morning. So much can change every morning. You decide when it changes. You decide when you step into the high heels of greatness. You decide when when you become God in drag. You decide. You are God in drag. Every day you put on your drag. Every day. RuPaul even says, we're all born naked and the rest is drag. You choose your drag. You put your drag on every single day. Lots of your guys' drag, lots of the drag that I've even seen in the community, it's all egotistical. It's all egotistical. It's egotistical. It's materialistic. It's gotten to the point, even, and I'm talking about like drag, darling. The point to where Dorian Corey said this. It's not about what you can acquire. It's about what you can create. What are you creating in this world for your drag? What? What are you creating? Another snarky mouth? Another mean character out in the scene trying to tell everybody how to live their life? How to do things a certain way? Only be a certain way? Who are you to tell people that? You're a drag queen. Don't you know drag queens are meant to be stars? To shine? You're drag queens, all of you, everybody in this, everybody, we're all made of stars. A star had to die so that we could be born. What does that tell you? Don't you know you're a star? Don't you know that you're meant to shine and to give your light and your love to other little drag queens, other little people that will come after you, not to tear them down because they did not do something that you would have done, but to build them up, to show them the right way, to teach them drag culture, to teach them everything. You know, you are God in drag. RuPaul said that. You are the manifestation that created the entire universe. The Word became flesh. We talked about that in that audio that I gave you guys. You are God in drag. And if I were you, well, me, I live a joyful, I know that my source is very pleasant. I know that my source is a beautiful, powerful, ultimate thing. And from that, I live and breathe and have my being. Because of all that. Because of all that beauty, I'm able to tap into it. I'm just an extension of that energy that comes through, and you're an extension of that energy that comes through. And you are the creator. You are the one who is going to make the inevitable inevitable. Either that or you'll just come back and do it all over again if you, you know. It's all the same. No need to worry about anything, really. But if you're going to be focused on what you're doing here in this lifetime, focus on it. Do it well. I was talking to one of my friends, and she said, I've always known I just wanted to be a wife, a good wife and a good mother. And I said, good, then be it. All of it, darling. Be it. Like, be it. One of my cousins, Mario, he said, if you're going to be a hoochie, be the best damn hoochie you can possibly be. All right? Be the best hoochie. I like bags, but your coffee mug is like low-strung Ming No Ming Bean. I'm not sure what Ming No Ming Bean is, but thank you. He puts crack in it. No, I put love in it. And compassion, I suppose. I don't want to be like Mona Lisa in that picture. Hi. Every day is Halloween for me too. Okay, so you role play with me because the high heels of greatness are take it off, like off now. No, you put the high heels of greatness on. By the way, if you want to share this with people, you can share this. Put those high heels of greatness on. Tap into your truest power. Someone knocks at my door and I don't know. People are... Again, I'm not answering. If you're the police, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. They're probably here because I got that ticket. Oh my gosh, they're here to take me to jail. I got a ticket. You talk about ego. When the officer came to the car, I was so zoned out. The baby had just had surgery. By the way, the baby's doing well. The baby's doing so great. For those of you guys who've been praying and lifting up his little spirit, he's doing so well. I'm not answering. But he's doing well. And I don't know what was going on. I don't know what was going on, but I got pulled over. I ran a yellow light, you know. Red means stop, green means go, and my sister says, and yellow means hurry up because it's about to turn red. But the law says I need to slow down because it's going to turn red. But JustJack.com, I don't even know what was happening. Usually I'm not in a hurry for anything, and I wasn't in a hurry for anything. But I ran the yellow and the sucker got me. And so when he came to the car, I was just like, do you know you just pulled over the Son of Man? You know, just kidding. Do you know how much good I do in this world? Do you know what I've been going through? Do you know? Do you even know? Do you even watch Just Jack? Ego, 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 right? But my spirit, it was great because my spirit was like, just shut the heck up. Get your ticket. Let's go home and rest. It's been a day. Let's just go home and rest. All is well. All is well. The inevitable is going to happen. And Just Jack, there ain't a gosh darn thing you can do about it, my love. So just kindly take your ticket, autograph your name, sign, go to hell. Just kidding. Compassion. Where's the compassion? Where's the love? You know, all right, I'm out of here now. I'm out. I'm gonna go see what these people want. Who knows who's knocking at my door? I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. Thank you for coming to the Just Jack chat. Thank you for being joyful, joyful. If you want to purchase the Just Jack chat, put a number 3 chat in the number 3 in the comments wherever you are. If you're on YouTube, go ahead to like and subscribe. Push the little bell for the notifications. And if you're listening to this in a podcast, make sure that you also like and subscribe. And what else do we have going on? That's all. Oh, if you're not part of our email list, put a number 5 in the comment section so we can send that out to you, and we'll go ahead and give you a free gift if you sign up for our email address, for our email list. We'll give you a free audio of some sort. So lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of love to all of you guys. I will talk to you soon. Bye, Felicia.